back out on the trail trying to get a little perspective. This is year 2, week 16. Well, as we continue through these strange days with Chinese Wuhan COVID-19 coronavirus, it's really been a time for me to not only contemplate and to evaluate what I've got, you know, what I want to have and all that, like I've talked about in a previous vlog, but it's also, perhaps another word is perspective. And as I'm been at the house and stuff, and there's some really cool mushrooms over here that I have not noticed. I don't know if they're actually mushrooms. I guess they would just be a different type of fungus or fungi. But yeah, these are pretty cool. Check these out. Yeah, those are pretty cool. So, but it's things like that that really start to put things into, you know, perspective of what I've seen in the world, what I haven't seen in the world, what I notice, maybe is even the better term, what I notice in the world. And Cindy and I had a little fire in the fire pit last night because the weather's been a little bit chilly here in South Carolina. But we were out there, I was talking to her and I was like, you know, I'm really starting to enjoy the small details in our house and around our house, where before it was really, you know, the shelter. But it's really become so much more in terms of, it's really become a sanctuary. And we've got plenty of stuff to do in the house, around the house, to the house, all kinds of stuff that we can do. And that's part of that perspective that I am talking about in these extraordinary and amazing days that are here and that continue, and we'll see what happens here in the future. But as I'm back out here on the neighborhood trail that I've taken so many times before, but like those mushroom slash fungus back over there, change your perspective. There's always something new to see, to explore, and to experience. You know, I've walked across that bridge so many times here on our neighborhood path, but like I'm saying, change your perspective. You don't have to get out here into nature or take a hike. Go to a different store, go to a different grocery store, go to a different hairstylist. I know it's hard now with stay at home, but do something different and change your perspective, because now I'm down here on the creek bed and I don't know if I can actually get them to scare up, but down here there's even little fish in this creek, and there's, you can actually see them. Actually, those might be big, actually those might be tadpoles. Yeah, I think they're actually tadpoles. But again, change your perspective and get down here and really start to look at nature different, or not even just look at everything different, change your perspective. I mean, look at this beautiful little creek. Absolutely amazing if you just change your perspective. So as your favorite YouTuber's favorite uncle, first thing that I want to tell you is thumbs up, because you are amazing. Subscribe and chime that bell to get notified. But also, I want to ask you to think about changing your perspective, because if you change your perspective, you don't know what you might see.